Today's words of wisdom, from crisis to peace, the whole universe is blessing us, will be presented in Spanish and English, with subtitles in Arabic, or Laxese, or Vietnamese, Chinese, Dutch, English, French, German, Hebrew, Hindi, Hungarian, Indonesian, Italian, Japanese, Korean, Mongolian, Persian, Polish, Portuguese, Punjabi, Romanian, Russian, Spanish, Thai, Turkish and Urdu. More languages are available online. For your special language, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/subtitles. On Saturday, June the 4th, 2011, the 10th Annual Expo Sur, a leading international health forum, was held at Mexico's World Trade Center in Mexico City, bringing together organizations, companies, philosophers, and experts specializing in health, spirituality, meditation, and yoga. Accepting the invitation of Expo Sur's founder, Miss Mary Lou Figueroa, Supreme Master Ching Hai graced the event as the honored guest speaker via video link. Having met Supreme Master Ching Hai last year at the United Nations Climate Change Conference, Ms. Figueroa was inspired by her dedicated work for the planet and humankind. During the video conference, Supreme Master Ching Hai lauded the Mexican government for its green endeavors, while encouraging all in the world to adopt the organic vegan solution for halting climate change. We now invite you to join us for part 3 of the 5-part rebroadcast of the live video conference with Supreme Master Ching Hai titled From Crisis to Peace, the Whole Universe is Blessing Us, held on June the 4th, 2011 in Mexico City, Mexico.
Supreme Master Ching Hai's lectures are not a complete meditation instruction. Please do not try alone. For free of charge guidance, please visit www.godsdirectcontact.org or contact any of our centers near you.
Now, the good news is that the Mexican government is making a lot of efforts to go green. Make green cities, green village, planting more trees, reforestation, etc. Not just in protecting forest, but in all sectors. Bravo, Mexico! Bravo!
Thank you, Master!
Gracias, maestra. Thank you so much.
Gracias a ti, a todos, a
We're
todos.
very proud, very happy you're telling us all this.
Mexico City Go Green. Now, a number of environmental initiatives have been enhancing Mexico City and other urban areas. In December 2010, President Calderon announced that all new dwellings financed through the country's largest home lender, Infonavit, must be equipped with eco-friendly technologies. Mexico's urban areas are also implementing green roof technologies at an unprecedented pace, with Mexico City become the first in Latin America to adopt standards for their installation and featuring more than 20,000 square meters of naturalized roof space thus far.
Wow,
Wow.
that's a lot.
Other cities are also bringing in a green roof. Meanwhile, edible gardens are sprouting up on roadsides and roundabouts as well as above homes and other buildings. Mexico City is promoting 184 such projects that allow residents to participate in urban agriculture. In addition to the added food security, the gardens are making cities more attractive, more livable, more beautiful, more green, more sustainable. Wow. Good country. Now, we have some more solutions. See, I'm wearing green today, huh?
Yes.
Because your country is going green. Just to be in tune with your projects. Yeah. Now we talk a little bit more about solution. Mexico has an abundance of sunshine, so there are plenty of opportunities to develop sustainable solar energy. Windy areas also can be used to gather wind energy. Your government is surely correct in forecasting that the business sector will also thrive in the coming sustainable future. It's not just protecting the land and the people. These kind of projects will also offer more jobs, opportunity, and new exciting jobs for the people. Yes. But of course, that is not all, because we have an urgent danger facing us. Yes. So we still have to solve the problem of climate change more at its root. Also, we still have to address food security, which is becoming an increasingly urgent matter for human survival. With all the drought and wildfires Mexico is facing, food security is really at risk. And climate change, through droughts and floods that destroy crops, is of course a major cause of high food price and food insecurity. In fact, the founder of the Earth Policy Institute, Lester Brown, who is a respected U.S. environmental leader, stated that climate change is happening so fast right now that we need to reduce emissions, greenhouse gas emissions, 80% by 2020 to protect global food supplies, even. Just food supplies, even. Not 80% by 2050, as suggested before, which is the date discussed by many politicians. But 80% now, soon, by 2020, maximum. Because if we lose food security, our civilization could collapse. Moral standard even could collapse. People's health could deteriorate. Happiness could also collapse. Nation could collapse. Every other things might also collapse. Lester Brown and others point out that the great Mayan civilization in Mexico may have fallen when it lost control over its food supply. Climatologists say that we are facing the same danger now, today. If it happened before, it could happen again. So, how do we reduce greenhouse gas emissions 80% by 2020? How do we do that? How do we keep the global temperature at safe levels? There is a solution. A few months ago, the United Nations proposed that the best way to bring about cooling, rather than focusing on carbon dioxide, would be to reduce the shorter-lived global warming agents These include methane, black carbon, and ground-level ozone. Dr. Drew Shindo at NASA led a team of scientists who estimate that when the effects of all these are added together, they are equal to the carbon dioxide, CO2. But because they dissipate much faster from the atmosphere, they bring a much bigger benefit to us in the short term. This is our best chance for quickly reversing the climate change. Cut it off, the danger. For example, whereas CO2 can take hundreds, if not thousands of years to dissipate from the atmosphere, most methane is gone in about 12 years. And methane's number one source from human activity is livestock raising. Animals agriculture, animals products, animals industry, which cause methane gas to warm up our planet. Based on research, a significant cause of black carbon release is also livestock raising. Everything points to livestock raising. Because the burning of forests or fields to create grazing pasture or crops to feed the livestock causes black soot to be carried by wind currents all the way to glaciers and ice caps, where it speeds their melting, thus warm up the planet even more. The third short-lived agent is ozone. Ozone is a component of smoke, and we usually think that it is caused from car exhaust. But a major building block is also methane. In some rural places like California's Central Valley in the US, people don't understand why there is ozone, even though there aren't many cars there. But this region has a lot of livestock. That's why. And that's the reason Dr. Shindo and the other scientists stated that if we reduce methane, the ozone will also go away. And ozone dissipates from the atmosphere in a period of a few hours or weeks. So if we don't have these warming agents, then our planet will cool off. Very logical and simple. That is fast, just a few weeks. So the fastest way to reverse climate change is quickly reduce methane, ozone, and black carbon. And how? Again, the fastest, cheapest way to do this is to stop raising animals for human consumption.
European Parliament supports reducing meat to lower greenhouse gases.
Roll call vote. Vote is now open.
Reduce your meat consumption or stop eating meat totally.
During discussions on greenhouse gas reduction goals, the Climate Committee of the European Parliament officially recognized livestock's contribution to global warming and recommended a reduction of subsidies to the livestock industry to curb methane.
The European Parliament has adopted its own position on climate change as an institution. And as a Vice President, one of the proposals I have made is in line with your own, which is that we should eat far less meat, because that's one of the major sources of greenhouse gases.
Tout le monde sait bien, si on veut rendre notre planète soutenable, il va falloir réduire notre consommation de viande, ça on le sait bien.
My name is Jens Holm. I'm a member of the European Parliament. Please, be veg, go green to save the planet.
water scarcity is also a serious problem because without enough water, we cannot grow food. The World Economic Forum estimates that if we continue with current trends, 2/3 of the world will be water stressed, means short of water, by 2030. Just over a decade, huh? And Mexico is certainly one of the places to be affected. But 70% of all water used by humans goes to agriculture, especially livestock agriculture, livestock raising. So the best place to conserve water is through food, manageable food, sustainable food, not animal food. And the best way to feed more people with less water is also through food. Sustainable food practice, sustainable agriculture, organic vegan agriculture. So we all should go vegan. And the best is organic vegan. The 20 water centers in the Netherlands have found that the most efficient way to grow protein, calories, and fats is through a plant-based diet. To grow 1 gram of protein, we need up to 6 times more water for animals' protein than for plant-based protein. It is the same with calories. It takes 20 times more water to grow calories from beef than to grow it from grains or potatoes. So to feed more people with less water, the best way is to be vegan, and organic vegan to be exact. Organic because it minimizes the use of chemicals as well, which is very, very harmful to the environment and to our health, and also worsen global warming effects, such as oceanic dead zones. Another challenge we are facing right now is how to pay for climate change mitigation and adaptation, especially in an era where many developed countries are facing financial crisis. Even those that wish to help the developing countries are not able to be as generous as they might wish because of the financial difficulties they are facing themselves. Many strong countries are facing financial problems right now, and that affects other underdeveloped countries as well, because they cannot offer more financial aid the way they want to. You see, it affects everybody, the financial crisis. We are losing species 100 times to 1,000 times faster than at any other time in the Earth's history. So stopping biodiversity loss is expected to cost more than to reverse climate change. So by all means, we have to reverse climate change. Now, in addition to all this, we find that 70% agricultural land is currently being used to either graze livestock or raise food for the livestock, which are killed for human consumption. In evaluating policy options for reversing biodiversity loss, the Netherlands Environmental Assessment Agency has found that the single most effective approach would be a no-animal diet. This would save at least 56% of the world's disappearing wildlife. As a result, The Netherlands Environmental Assessment Agency also calculated how much money we would save if we changed our diets in order to reverse global warming. They found that a diet with no animal products at all would save the cost of mitigating climate change between now and 2050 by over 80%. So, just this one change, simple change, small change, changing our diet to an organic vegan diet. This will help all the governments of the world to afford climate change mitigation and preserve biodiversity. Just one change. That's all we have to make. It's not that big deal. Even if it is a sacrifice, just to sacrifice one part of our taste, not the whole part of our taste. Normally we would include vegetable in our food anyway. So we just change a portion of our food daily. Then we can save the world for us and for future generations. And as I mentioned earlier, it will also help us protect food security and conserve water. What is the use for us to satisfy our taste right now with meat when we know for certain that in the future our children will go hungry, our world will collapse? What is the use of that? However tasty the meat is, we have to consider this option and change it so that the world can continue to survive and thrive in abundance and happiness and health. As President Calderon accepted the UNEP Award in New York, USA, on behalf of all Mexicans, he called for a massive effort to change the world. I would say to save the world also. Because that is what a green economy implies. To save the world, to change the world for the better. He also said that we can stop both climate change and poverty at the same time by building a green economy. And I agree. Do you agree with him?
Yes, Master, of course.
Yes? Good people, good people. Yeah, I can talk about Mexico forever, eh? But I will stop quickly soon. Are you okay? You still interested?
Yes, Master, of course.
I continue a while?
Yes,
Okay.
please.
Yes, please.
Yes. So a green economy is one that is powered by clean energy sources. We should fuel the economy with the cleanest fuel to keep our air, our water and land clean and our health in good condition. Because everything that is not good for the environment is not good for our health as well. All the chemicals of the agriculture, all the waste from the animals' agriculture run off into the river, into our stream, into the ocean, and we drink this water, we use the ocean, everything will affect our health. That's why people are more sick nowadays, despite all the new invention, new discovery of medicines and different fashions, more hospitals than ever before. When we say we were not so developed right now we are more developed, we have more hospital, more illness, and more incurable disease. Even in the 21st century already, we are facing more and more new incurable disease all the time. Even just recently, if you watch the news, you know that there is a spread of E. coli infection in Europe. And many people die already, and thousands are still either critically ill or affected in the hospital. And the scientists, the doctors, have not been able to find the source of this E. coli because they say it's new E. coli strain and it resists many of the otherwise good antibiotic to cure it. So they're frantically trying to find the way to deal with this spread of E. coli right now in Europe. You know that, right?
Right, Master.
Yes. I haven't watched the news yesterday and today because I cannot. Situation is not favorable to watch. Have they found the cure for E. coli yet? Anybody know? For the new one, the new strain of E. coli. Have they found it yet?
No, not yet, Master.
No, not yet. See? Yes, my God. And people keep dying if they don't find it soon enough. Because this E. coli strain is new and they resist the normal antibiotic, which would usually cure it. So the doctors in Europe are very, very concerned, very worried and panic. Many people are panicking right now. And that affects the economy as well. You know, Spain lost many hundreds of thousands of dollars because people refused to buy their cucumber. And then finally they have stated that no, these organic cucumber are innocent. It's not the cause for the E. coli illness as originally thought and blamed for. But it's too late. I mean, the Spanish farmers have lost so much money already because people don't buy their products. And other vegetable as well, because they suspected vegetable infect people, but it's not. It wasn't a vegetable. You see, E. coli can even jump onto the vegetable from the midsection or by handling, by people, when they're handling, if the people are sick, the vegetable may be also contaminated. It was even organic cucumber, and they blamed the organic cucumbers for the E. coli strain, but it was not at all. Thanks God for that. Otherwise, oh dear. Poor Spain. Poor cucumber. Huh? Poor innocent cucumber. Also, we should not just fuel our system with a clean fuel, but we also should fuel ourselves with the best, most clean and efficient energy source as well. Again, I'm talking about food. This our best fuel is a vegan food, the life-saving organic vegan food. Fortunately, Mexico already has a head start in organic vegan farming. In all of Latin America, Mexico is one of the top three of 4 countries with the highest shares of organic crop farmland and some of the highest numbers of organic farmers again. Oh, beautiful Mexico.
Thank you, Master.
Gracias, maestra.
Gracias.
Some of the benefits of a vegetarian diet: lowers blood pressure, lowers cholesterol levels, reduces type 2 diabetes, prevents stroke conditions, reverses atherosclerosis, reduces heart disease risk 50%, reduces heart surgery risk 80%, prevents many forms of cancer. Stronger immune system, increases life expectancy up to 15 years. Higher IQ, saves 70% of a total cost of $40 trillion for reducing global warming. Uses 4.5 times less land to grow food. Conserves up to 70% clean water. Saves 80% of the cleared Amazonian rainforest from animal grazing. A solution for world hunger. Free up 3.4 billion hectares of land. Free up 760 million tons of grain every year, or half the world's grain supply. Consumes 1/3 fossil fuels of those used for meat production. reduces pollution from untreated animal waste, maintains cleaner air, saves 4.5 tons of emissions per U.S. household per year, stop 80% of global warming, plus more. Save your life. Be veg. Go green.
A recent study showed that organic agriculture in Mexico is generating $400 million in revenue per year. And that, for Mexico's standard, is a lot of money, isn't it?
Yes, it's a lot.
Yes. In 2010, your government approved the law of organic products in Mexico, joining 37 other countries with full regulations on organic product certification. Lovely. We have all heard that when we eat something, we become what we eat. So we consume the energy of the animal, which is full of fear and panic. Well, today eating animal products means we also consume the energy of tremendous destruction involved. The destruction of environment, the destruction of the planet, the destruction of our life, the destruction of our world. From all that we just talked about, climate change, disasters, disease, deforestation, biodiversity loss, water scarcity, food shortages, refugees, climate refugees even, etc., etc. Now, imagine yourself starting today, saying, no, I don't want to be part of all that destructive pattern. I don't want to be part of all that suffering of the people and of the planet. I don't want to be the hand that suffers as the body suffers. Instead, each of us can choose to be the hand that will heal the body. Each of us can restore the planet, bless it, and bless all of us, starting today, by simply being organic vegan. Is it possible? Is it possible? Yes, we can, huh? Thank you, Mexico. I love you. I love you and thank you for promising this.
Thank you, Master.
Bueno, creo que es algo ya absolutamente necesario. Esto que está haciendo la maestra tendría que difundirse a todos los niveles educativos, a todos los niveles sociales, empezando por los hogares, para que realmente haya un cambio en la humanidad, que ya es urgente, y creo que ha sido una gran labor que han desarrollado a través de la asociación, muy importante, con mucho esfuerzo.
Supreme Master Ching Hai's lectures are not a complete meditation instruction. Please do not try alone. For free of charge guidance, please visit www.godsdirectcontact.org or contact any of our centres near you.
Environmentally friendly viewers, thank you for your company for today's episode of Words of Wisdom. Please join us again tomorrow for part 4 of From Crisis to Peace, the whole universe is blessing us. Music and poetry is coming up next, right after noteworthy news. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television. May God bless our planet with peace, friendship, and harmony.
For more details, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/WOW